Being afraid is one of the biggest limiters to us in life. Of course, we as humans have to be afraid and alert of danger because if not, we would have gotten eaten by lions as cavemen because we went to sleep on like an open field. Those kinds of fears are necessary to survive though, so they aren't really a bad thing. The bad things are the fears that we have that don't pose a life-ending risk or a serious injury risk. For example, being afraid of heights makes sense. You wouldn't want to like fall off a cliff and die, obviously, but being afraid of something like what people think of you is just not worth it. I myself must have had some kind of anxiety disorder or something because I worry about things I really shouldn't. But as a kid, I was scared of things that just shouldn't have been scary. You know that vacuum cleaner thing from the Teletubbies? I was scared of that thing. I don't know why, but I was. Now, the most ridiculous fear I had when I was like a toddler or something was the wind. Yeah, I was afraid of the wind. I hate to admit it, but one time when I was on the deck with my dad, I got blown over by the wind. I must have been like a string bean or something. Now, I don't remember that, but my dad does, so I trust him on this one to present the truth. Unfortunately, I still get flamed for it by my parents, and I just dread the day I bring a girl home and they crack open that can of worms. I was like 3 though, what am I gonna do? I was like a little worrywart as a kid. Now, not only did being afraid of probably everything as a kid affect me then, it still affects me now. Subconsciously, because I thought that way for so long, I still tend to succumb to fear even though I don't want to. I really love sports, and I love hockey the most. I've been playing hockey since I was like 7, and I just really love it. No sport beats it in my opinion, but I could have been so much better than I turned out to be if I just wasn't so afraid for some reason. As a little kid on the ice, I was afraid to fall down because I might hurt myself, except for the fact that I have all that gear on, so I literally wouldn't even get hurt if I did. My little monkey brain thought otherwise and kept me from trying to learn how to do things, and I didn't learn how to do something as basic as a crossover until I was like 11 or 12. Now I'm going into my last year of minor hockey and just feeling like I wasted my entire time playing being afraid. I've also been playing like baseball since I was 10, and the same with hockey. I was pretty afraid of getting hit by the ball. In my mind, I was thinking it would hurt, and like that's about it really, so a pretty dumb thing to think. Now, unlike hockey, I learned to get over that fear pretty quickly because in my second year, I would just get hit by the pitch like every single time I went up to bat, so I just kind of became numb to it. The only thing is that after a few years, people were starting to be able to pitch faster, and if you know anything about playing baseball, when you get hit by a fast pitch, it hurts. So, of course, that fear started to creep back in, and this time, I wasn't getting hit on every single pitch, so I wouldn't be able to get numb to that fear. That is until this year, when I finally just said to myself, bro, stop being such a wimp, you don't benefit the team in this way, and I just kind of started doing better. It was proof that my fear was just holding me back. I think what I'm trying to say is that by being afraid, you're gatekeeping your life from yourself, and sometimes you just gotta face your fears and power through. What worked for me is telling myself that I don't benefit myself or anybody else from being afraid, and that I'm gonna regret it if I keep being afraid. Anyways, that's about it, so I'll see you in the next one, okay?